So what's about ready to happen for Jesus? He's about ready to be crucified. In just a few hours, he's going to be betrayed by one of the men that he loves, has poured his life into, Judas, with a kiss, no less. And then after he is betrayed, they're going to take him into some of the Jewish leaders and then the Roman leaders, and eventually they're going to whip him with a cat of nine tails, which has 9 leather straps on it with bones and glasses in it. And so whenever it goes into his flesh, it rips his flesh apart. They're going to put a crown on his head. And it's going to bleed so much that it says you can't even recognize that he's a man. That's what's about to happen for Jesus. Like in just a few hours, this is what he's looking forward to. Then they're going to strip him down naked. They're going to walk him through the city streets. They're going to spit on him. They're going to mock him. They're going to abuse him. Everybody that he's ever loved here on this earth, the people that were closest to him, are all going to deny him, going to abandon him, going to leave him to die out there alone. That's what's about ready to wait for him in just a few hours. That's what's in front of him. They're going to take him up on a mountain. They're going to put nails in his wrists and the nails in his feet, and he's going to slowly suffocate to death with every single breath. It's extremely painful. That's what's waiting for him in the next few hours. And we look at this and we say, but what joy? What joy is he talking about? How can you have joy when that's what's waiting for you, to be completely abandoned by everyone? Even God the Father is going to turn his face away. This is what's waiting for him? How could he have joy? Hebrews 12 verse 2 gives us a little bit more indication there. It says, looking to Jesus, the founder and author, perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Here is how Jesus was able to have joy in this moment. When he was saying, I want my joy to be in you. This is the joy. This is where the joy came from. He was able to look past the cross, and it wasn't the cross that was giving him joy, but he saw to the other side of the cross, when he saw the victory, when he saw the resurrection, when he saw the exaltation, because one day he was going to be seated at the right hand of the throne of God. He was going to be with God one day, and God was going to provide him that joy. So when he looked on the other side of the cross, he said, I see joy. That's where his joy came from. It's because it was with God. And we look at that and we say, yeah, that's great. And I can't wait till I get to heaven, right? Because then I can have joy as well. But right now, I kind of hope that it's not my last supper tonight. I kind of hope that I have a few more days still on this earth. But it doesn't seem like there's much joy here right now. I have wonderful news for you. A wonderful, wonderful news for you if that's your mindset. Because Ephesians chapter 2, verse 6 says, and God raised us up with him and seated us with him in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus. You know what this means? You know what amazingly good news this is? Is that the moment that we got saved, we got raised up, just like Jesus was raised up. We were dead, and now we are made alive. And notice here, it says seated us with him. That's not will see us. That's not future tense. That's past tense. Meaning that the moment that we got saved, we're sit down in heaven with Jesus Christ. We got a name in heaven. We got a seat there with us even right now. So it means then this, that all of the joy of heaven is ours right now too. We're on the other side of the cross, by the way. If you believe, you're already on the other side of the cross. The thing that Jesus was looking forward to, the thing that he said, one day I'm going to go down to the cross and then be raised up again, and my joy will be complete. That's where we live. That's where we dwell. That's where we abide. And so whenever Revelations 21, verse 4 says this, that he will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be any mourning, nor crying, nor pain anymore, for the former things have passed away. That's not just future. That's something we get to experience right now, because we're living in that joy right now. And yes, there's still going to be hardships. I'm not going to minimize that. There's still going to be heartbreak. There's still going to be death here on this earth. But I'm telling you what, when your joy is rooted in Jesus, and Jesus is already in heaven, there isn't anything that can take away your joy, because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He ain't going anywhere. And so when our joy is rooted in him, our joy doesn't have to go anywhere else either.